The source within you knows where you are in relationship with everything you want and knows exactly what the path of least resistance is to get you there. But you've got to try a little bit to be on a vibration of least resistance. And as you start hanging out in a vibration of less and less and less resistance, it's just going to amaze you at first when you realize how smart non-physical is, how caring they are about where you are, how much they know about where you are in relationship to where you want to be. And they'll just guide you and guide you and guide you and guide you.
First, I want to say that meeting you for the first time has been like meeting a part of my soul that has searched for you for such a long time.
That's what resonance is. It's finding the vibration of that which is really you. Yeah. And it is a credit to you that you recognize it and tune to it and know when you're departing from it. Yeah.
And I think because I came from so much contrast, that it's the most overwhelming feeling.
When you come from contrast, sometimes it takes a little while to find it. But when you find it, it's really sweet. God.
It is so sweet, and it is so...
Relativity is a real thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Relationship is a real thing.
And you've always said that once you get there, you can't go back. And you can't because it's so uncomfortable.
There's no regression. You can't cease to be who you have become. You can momentarily pinch yourself off from it, but it's a sacrifice not worth making.
Right. And you get that. It's an evolution. And it has been a process for me and a journey. And over the last 2 or 3 years that I've really begun to love myself and recognize that I am worthy and that I do deserve the best, I have manifested my dream job, my dream home. I have become this blossom of flourishment and spread that to all of those around me because I'm able to be in the vortex.
And feel happy.
Yes. And when I speak to people about how I feel, and I'm very much like Jerry was, I am a feel-good snob. Yeah. And if it doesn't feel good for me, I don't do it. I don't talk to them. I don't go there. I don't...
That's all really good as long as you don't push against it.
Right.
Yeah.
And people often think that that means that there has to be this horrendous feeling then to make you push away from it. And
big difference, though. Going toward what you want is different than pushing away from what you don't want. And it's only when you feel like you need to explain it to other people that you explain it to them in that way.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, you can be out to dinner and having a great time, and dinner's over, and you feel like you'd be happier at home in your pajamas, relaxing, and that's what you want to do. So I do it. It's what's going to make me happy. So a lot of my questions have been answered.
What's still active? Let's get right to it.
Okay. So one of my questions is...
My most significant question is...
My most significant question is, when we know, when we have...
Since I know.
Since I know, and I know that feeling of being connected to Source and all that comes with it. And I've heard you say, go general. When you're not in the vortex, don't be upset with yourself. And I've gotten a lot better at all of that.
Do whatever you can do in this moment, and don't sweat it.
But why, as humans...
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter why we do it?
Doesn't matter. Let's not try to pinpoint that.
Okay.
We've been offering an analogy for a few months, and we think it is really a good one to put in the atmosphere now. We say, imagine yourself, you've come to what you've come to, and you know what you like and who you are, and you're doing really well. But you're aware that there's a world out there that doesn't quite get it, that isn't in large part feeling as good as you are. And you are aware that since there are so many of them, that you could run into them. So you decide to get out ahead of it in your own special way. And you put out the information through social media on all the platforms that you can. And you post your picture and your profile, and you explain who you are and how good you feel. And then you say to them, and you might run into me somewhere out there because I get around a lot. And if you should cross my path, get a good look at me. These are the things that you need to do. This is what I need to hear from you. This is what I want to see from you in order for me to stay in this happy place that I am. And of course, the ridiculousness of that cannot be overstated. In other words, it's impossible, it's ridiculous, it would be futile, and what a really weird thing to even contemplate, and yet humans are all over the planet trying to do that right now. Or what you could do is gently and frequently calibrate to who you really are, so that you are deliberately adjusting your own point of attraction, so that you are lighted up in a way that only that which is a vibrational match to you can ever rendezvous with you. You don't need to control anyone, only your own point of attraction.
Is that true even when it's your own mind? Do you know what I'm saying? It's not...
Yes. So imagine this carpet as a light board with thousands of LED lights on it. And you are one of the lights. And when you think about something, wanted or unwanted, that light lights up with that frequency. And now that's your point of attraction. And in the moment that that happens, every light on the board that matches that, every light on the board that is resonant with that, lights up too. And that represents your world. That's who you're bumping up against. That's who's talking to you, but not just the people. The thoughts light up like that too. In other words, when you light up a specific thoughts, other thoughts that are of the same vibrational frequency light up too. It's the way the law of attraction works. Whether it's in your own mind or whether it's out into the atmosphere further, it could be your own family. And a really wonderful way of looking at this, we talked about this early in our conversations together. This light board, which we are asking you to imagine represents the consciousness of the planet, it also could represent the consciousness of one other person. If you find a flaw in someone or something that's bothering you about them, and your attention to it activates it within you, everything within them that's sort of kind of like that's going to come forth, and you're going to see it. And not just them, but other people too. What you light up is what comes to you. It takes a little while to have enough exposure to enough experience that you decide that you're going to get control of your own point of attraction. But getting control of your own point of attraction is what deliberate creation really is, because it's only attraction. It's only attraction. There's no assertion. No one's doing anything to you. Nothing's jumping into your experience. Nothing has the power to leap into you. You have to welcome it by your attention to it, and by a lot of attention to it. You have to spend some time gathering enough momentum that you are really summoning whatever is coming to you. And everything that comes to you has been invited by you through your thought. The thoughts that come, the experiences that come, the viruses that come, the people that come, the comments that come, the ideas that come, everything that comes, wanted or unwanted, comes because the law of attraction is active and powerful. And, oh, these times are the best of all times, because there is more thought that is present. There is more to sift from. There is a bigger vortex. There is a stronger non-physical presence, awareness, attention, energy, gathering of cooperative components. And so isn't it nice when you decide that you care how you feel? Because when you decide that you care how you feel and you find a way to manage it, now you are in control of your point of attraction, and you are a cooperative component to everything that you have calibrated as you've been living life, you see. Doing just what you intended to do. You can't get it wrong. You're never in a wrong place. And the reason that you can't get it wrong is because it's never done. Because in every moment, you have the opportunity to readjust. When we say this is a dynamic environment, we mean it is constantly changing. It is ever evolving. It is ever changing and ever evolving. And you have the option of reacting to it or getting out ahead of it. You have the option of reacting to what's manifesting around you, even in your own experience, or the option of calibrating to the vibrational reality that is much more dynamic and has much more juice in it, much more go power. It is much more satisfying to focus where your inner being is focused. So it has been our desire, as we've been playing together in all of these days, to activate within you so that you can find the resonance with what is really going on with you. This craving for this good feeling that comes only from you becoming whole with who you are. And of course, in your physical form, you can't be 100% lined up with who you are. It was not ever your intention. You said, I'll go forth. I'm mostly who you are. I'll expose myself to environments. I'll split off a bit from who you are. I'll see things that you don't see. I'll see things that you don't want to see. I'll see things that you see, and I will come to conclusions about them. And when I tiptoe into arenas where I see things I don't want to see, at the same time that I'm seeing what I don't want to see, I will calibrate what I do want to see, and the universe will have expanded because of me. You said that. And your inner being said, and we'll hold tight with what you send our way. We will receive the benefit of your exploration, and we will receive the calibration that you send our way. And in the moment that we get a whiff of that, our undivided attention will go to that, and it will be easy for you to calibrate to the desire that has been born out of your exposure to the contrast. And you said, good deal, I'm in.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Really good.